Welcome to Monroe, Louisiana, Malone Stadium, home to the ULM Warhawks, and fans have been getting ready for this one pretty much all week. And the Monarchs will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Warhawks offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves...
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Green. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Warhawks!
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And he made the extra point without problem. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Old Dominion Monarchs offense will have its first possession of the game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Looking for a crease. It's Roach. Much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Let's talk for just a minute about Old Dominion. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week, commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David, and when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
And the whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer portal.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Handoff from the gun. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line getting set on 2nd down. The give to the back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Monarchs will try to convert on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down. The defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
You go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the...
Breaks into the open. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He's got the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Ineligible safety.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Monarchs trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll run it. It's Roach looking for the end zone. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They'll run the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Bounced right back to them.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Unloads to the wideout. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
This is kind of like Vegas in gambling. You got a big completion there on 3rd down. You set up 4th. You could take the field goal and take the easy money.
Touchdown, Old Dominion. Quick strike through the air for the score.
This guy is clutch. 4th down. I watched that live. I saw him put one hand up. I thought there was no way he was coming down with that. That was going to be incomplete and a turnover on downs. He proved me wrong. That is a highlight-type play that I think we're going to be looking back on often this season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. There he goes. Past the 10. Touchdown, UL Monroe. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Time to take a shot. And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. We've reached the end of the period, and it's Louisiana Monroe out front. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Out of the gun, the inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way?
Turning it on! Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Monarchs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Gets rid of it. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. They're dealing with a second and long. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Now facing a third and long. They'll run it from the gun. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. That is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again. There he goes. He's at the 30. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. And the Warhawks want to move quickly. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Power football with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Out of the shotgun on third down. Steps away to find some room. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Warhawks!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He will score. Touchdown, ODU. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Grabbed over the middle. It's Campbell. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. The Warhawks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Oh, he's got some space. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And the Warhawks want to crank the tempo.
3rd down and 2, you know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big first down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
Got his man to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular, and I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
The give on the inside. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Into the end zone. Touchdown, UL Monroe. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Quarterback on the keeper. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Now sliding to his left. He'll pull it down and run. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Got his man downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Monarchs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. He makes the catch. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Monarchs have taken it inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a man. Working that left side now. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Monarchs. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Makes the grab, it's Lewis. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Back to pass on second down. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Warhawks decide to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Cradles it at the 35. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to take off. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Caught over the middle. It's Butler. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Under fire. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Splits the uprights right down the middle. The lead now trimmed to 28-24. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves one great broadcast so far today there in Monroe. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And just like that, let's head back to our team inside Malone Stadium.
ODU ready. The offense back onto the field. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, David.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
Ball's up to 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Warhawks send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Warhawks headed quickly to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now
breaks into the open. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll test the right side. Breaks the tackle. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Back open in the middle. It's a fumble. Oh, and he's able to get it back. Good thing for him.
Well, the running back really lucky he jumped on his own fumble.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. What a disappointment. No good. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to make magic with his feet. QB got it himself. Oh, he got loose. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And the Monarchs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Fires to the wideout. And that one's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. He's now up to 71 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. He'll pull it on the read. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read, because he's watching the D lineman, and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The Monarchs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They want to throw it. Oh, they're after him. Touchdown, Old Dominion. An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
The inside handoff. Runs through the tackle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Makes a man miss. Rumbles ahead for 6 and all the way out to the 16.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Here's a heat. Fires downfield. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. And it's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
The short hands, it's Lewis. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down. And the Warhawks will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. He's got great speed. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get him.
There he goes. What a cut. Now he's loose. The 10. Touchdown, ODU. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Will Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
To the ground with the back. And he'll be brought down. The Warhawks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Warhawks come to the line in the hurry-up.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Warhawks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Gives it on the option. Quick spin on the run. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. A 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. We've come to the end of the period. Old Dominion has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Gets it to the back. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Smashes it between the uprights. This is now a 7-point game. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Trying to get rid of it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Looking deep down the right side. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge game there.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 with the first down. And the Monarchs look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on first down. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Warhawks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Warhawks will line up to punt it away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know there's nowhere to go, so just
cut your losses.
You're right, absolutely. Slide, don't take the extra punishment, just give up on the play.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the... Turns it on down the left side. He's at the tip, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Monarchs! They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
It's pretty amazing at this point of the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a...
Makes a grab for a big play. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Lewis. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And the Warhawks will have it 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. He'll pull it down. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The Warhawks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game. And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Monarchs will try to run out the clock in this final minute. Running back searching for a hole. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating.
Turning it on! A timely pickup to get the first down there, and it took a little something out of the crowd, too.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. This team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That